In Oak Ridge, a mother and her two daughters were known for walking around their house late at night, each holding a lit candle. The strange thing was, they would walk in circles, never stopping, and if anyone happened to see them, they would become frightened. It was impossible to tell what they were doing or why they were doing it, and people couldn't imagine what could be going on inside their home. If anyone dared to approach them or speak to them, the mother would act aggressively, almost as if she was ready to bite anyone who got too close. The daughters would often run around with a bottle, playing with it as if it contained some kind of blood-like liquid. But here's the truly eerie part. This all happened months after the police confirmed that the mother and her two daughters had died. Their post-mortem report showed that they had been dead for over 3 months. Yet, people still saw them walking around at night. Some relatives claimed that the mother had always been involved with a man named Jack, who had been in her life for years, but this was kept secret from her husband. Once she married, her husband tolerated her strange behavior, but eventually, he couldn't take it anymore and left her. Nobody knew where he went, but people speculated that he had been threatening to leave for years, saying things like, "I'm losing my mind. I can't live with her anymore." The police were puzzled by this. How could the mother and her daughters be seen walking around when they were confirmed dead? The mystery deepened as 25 to 30 people provided statements, each saying they had seen the three women roaming the streets, yet all agreed that they had died. When the police looked further into the matter, they realized something even stranger. The woman's house had no refrigerator or freezer, no kitchenware like pots or pans, not even a TV. It was as if the house was completely devoid of any items connected to daily life. How were they surviving? How were they getting food and water? The police found no evidence of shopping trips or anything indicating how the women managed daily life. The only thing they did discover was that the electricity bill was paid in advance, with money deducted automatically from her account every month. No one ever saw her go to the market to shop, and neighbors claimed she rarely left the house except to dispose of trash. The mystery only grew. The police found books about black magic, strange dolls made of gold, and other bizarre items associated with supernatural rituals. The house was filled with unsettling objects, and even more disturbing were the mannequins covered in bones, both human and animal, spread across various rooms. It was a scene that could not be explained. Soon a group of college students from a nearby university caught wind of the rumors about the haunted house. Unbelieving of the supernatural claims, they decided to visit the house and make their own investigation. They walked through the property, calling out to the ghosts, mocking the idea that the mother and daughters could be ghosts. But despite their bravado, nothing happened, and they left the house, claiming they hadn't encountered anything supernatural. However, the next day, more students went back to the house and continued the same behavior. They too found nothing out of the ordinary and began to make a spectacle of the place, disturbing the peace of the community. Eventually, the police were called to deal with the unruly group of students, and despite the lack of evidence, the story began to spread even further. One night, two young men, students of the college, entered the house to investigate further. They filmed their journey through the house, recording everything as they explored room by room. When they reached the upstairs area, they opened a door to one of the bedrooms only to find the terrifying image of the mother standing there with her daughters behind her. The woman was holding a knife and lunged at them, attempting to attack their camera. In the chaos that followed, the camera fell, and both men fled the house in a panic. The police were called, and they took the boys to the station. The two men, trembling with fear, explained what they had seen. Their descriptions matched what had been found during previous investigations: torn clothing, lifeless eyes, and the unsettling appearance of the mother and daughters. But when the police returned to the house the next day, everything appeared to have returned to normal. The windows were locked from the inside, and the main door was closed without any trace of the locks the police had previously put in place. But when they checked the footage from the camera the two young men had been using, it was mysteriously empty. All the footage had been wiped clean. It wasn't long before the house became infamous as a haunted property. People continued to claim they saw the ghostly mother and daughters wandering the garden, performing strange rituals with candles and bottles. Despite the police efforts to disprove these claims and warn people that there were no supernatural entities in the house, the story only grew stronger. Eventually, a man from the neighborhood came forward and admitted he had seen the three women roaming the yard at night, holding candles and walking in circles. He had tried to tell the police, but had been too scared to do so at first. The inspector was left more confused than ever. He began to suspect that something beyond their understanding might be at play here. In the end, despite all the police work, the house remained a site of endless speculation. Was it really haunted, or was there something else going on that no one could explain? The mystery of the mother and her daughters continued to haunt the people of Oak Ridge, and the house remained a chilling reminder of the unknown.